Right now, as you watch this, millions of grown adults across the planet are losing their minds over a ball. They're screaming at televisions. They're crying in stadiums. They're hugging total strangers, painting their faces, skipping work, and feeling genuine physical pain because 11 people they've never met failed to kick a ball into a net. Step back for 1 second and look at how insane this actually is. A leather sphere moves across a painted field, and entire nations erupt in joy or collapse in despair. People who are calm and rational in every other part of their lives will sob over a soccer match. And here's the strange part. They can't really explain why. So, let's answer the question nobody stops to ask. Why do we care this much about a game? Because the answer isn't really about soccer at all. It's about something ancient buried deep inside you that the World Cup quietly switches back on. Start with the obvious thing that makes no sense. Logically, a stranger kicking a ball has zero effect on your life. If your team wins, you don't get richer. If they lose, nothing bad happens to you. You will eat the same dinner either way. And yet your body does not act that way at all. When your team scores, your heart pounds, your arms shoot into the air, you scream. The same reaction you'd have if something genuinely life-changing just happened to you personally. When they lose, your stomach drops and your mood crashes for the rest of the day. Your body is treating a game as if it were real survival. And that's the first clue. Because to the part of your brain running the show in that moment, it is real. Your conscious mind knows it's just a game. But a much older, much deeper part of you didn't get that memo. And to understand that part, you have to go back, way back, to a time before stadiums, before nations, before the ball even existed. For almost the entire history of our species, you did not live in a country of millions. You lived in a small group, a tribe of maybe 50 to 150 people. These were the only humans you would ever know, and your entire existence depended on them completely. Your tribe hunted together, ate together, and protected each other through the night. And here's the brutal truth of that world. If your group was strong, you survived. If your group was weak, you died. There was no surviving alone, so evolution wired something powerful and permanent into your brain. It made you need to belong to a group. It made you love your own people fiercely and treat outsiders with suspicion. It rewarded you with deep, warm feelings of connection when your tribe won, and punished you with fear and grief when your tribe lost. For hundreds of thousands of years, that wiring kept your ancestors alive, and it never went away. You are still walking around today with a brain built to find a tribe, and to live and die by whether it wins. Now, look at what a soccer match actually is through those ancient eyes. Two groups, matching colours, so you can instantly tell us from them. A patch of territory to defend. Chanting, drums, painted faces, a roaring crowd behind your warriors. One side will triumph. One side will be defeated. To your conscious mind, it's a sport. But to that ancient tribal brain, this looks almost exactly like the most important event of prehistoric life. Two tribes facing off. Anthropologists have a name for this idea, that sports are a kind of ritual combat, a way for tribes to go to war without anyone actually dying. Think about how perfect that is. Your ancient instinct for group conflict, the part of you that wants your side to crush the other side, gets to fire at full power. You get the unity, the adrenaline, the us against them thrill of battle. But nobody dies. The losing tribe goes home, licks its wounds, and lives to fight again next season. The World Cup is the closest thing we have to a planet-wide war that hurts no one, And that's exactly why billions of us can't look away. And this isn't just a poetic idea. It's happening in your bloodstream. When you watch your team play, your body floods with the same chemicals our ancestors ran on. The tension of a close match spikes your cortisol, the stress hormone, the exact thing that surged through a hunter stalking dangerous prey. The moment your team scores, your brain dumps dopamine, the reward chemical, the same hit our ancestors got from a successful hunt or a victory over a rival group. And when you celebrate, screaming and embracing the strangers around you, your body releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, the same chemistry that glued ancient tribes together around the fire. Studies have even found that the testosterone levels of male fans rise when their team wins and fall when their team loses, as if they had personally won or lost the fight. Your body is not watching a game. Your body thinks it went to war and came home victorious. You are getting the full chemical experience of ancient tribal survival from a seat on your couch. And maybe that's the real reason this matters so much to us. Modern life is comfortable, but it left a hole. Most of us no longer live in a tight tribe. We don't hunt together, face danger together, or depend on a small group to survive. That ancient need to belong to something bigger than ourselves, it never disappeared. It just went hungry. And then, every 4 years, the World Cup arrives and fills it. Suddenly you have a tribe again, millions of people wearing your colours, feeling your exact emotions at the exact same moment, all bound to the same fate. A stranger in your city's jersey isn't a stranger anymore, he's one of yours. For 90 minutes, you get to feel the thing humans were built to feel for 200,000 years and rarely feel anymore. Total, electric belonging. That's not shallow. That's one of the deepest hungers we have finally being fed. So why do you care so much about a ball? Not because you're irrational, not because it's silly. You care because you are running ancient software in a modern world. That roar when your team scores is the same roar your ancestors let out when the hunt succeeded and the tribe would eat. That ache when they lose is the same ache of a tribe that came home defeated. The painted faces, the chanting, the strangers in your arms, that's not new. That's the oldest part of being human, switched back on by a game. So, the next time you find yourself screaming at a television over 11 people you'll never meet, don't feel foolish. You're not really watching soccer. You're answering a call that's 100,000 years old, the call to belong to your tribe and to win. And somewhere, deep inside, it feels like coming home.